Okay, so one of these questions that always catches students out, we've got pressure, force and area without a calculator. It says the diagram shows a prism placed on a horizontal floor. We're given the formula, pressure equals force over area, and we're given that the height of this prism is 3 meters. It does tell us that. It says the prism has a height of 3. The volume of the prism is 18 meter cubed. It says the pressure on the floor due to the prism is 75 newtons per meter squared. Work out the force exerted by the prism on the floor. Now we can see in our formula, force is on the top of our division there. But if we take some of the pieces that we have been given and see what actually fits into our formula. Now we're given the pressure. The pressure is 75, and that's equal to the force divided by the area. Now the force is what we're trying to work out. So let's call that x. So we have something divided by the area. But it doesn't tell us in this question what the area is, and that's where this question tends to catch people out. We actually have to work out that area. Now, if it had something like a rectangular base, and we had the length and the width, we could times them together, work out the area, stick it into the bottom of our fraction. However, this doesn't give us a shape which we can easily work out the area of the base. If you actually look, that base there has 6 sides, it's a hexagonal base. So we need to actually work it out. So this comes to some reverse volume. So to get the volume of any prism, you take the area of the cross section, which in this case is this hexagonal base, and you multiply it by the distance that it passes through the shape, which in this case is 3 meters. So to work this out, the volume, 18, is equal to the area, let's call it A, multiplied by 3. So we can actually probably see the answer to that quite easily. The area has to be 6. But we can divide by 3 and we get 6 is equal to A, or the area, the cross-sectional area, is equal to 6. Now, don't really want to confuse things with this. Area does have a unit of metre squared, so if we're going to write it down, we can at least put the correct units with it. That's not going to affect our calculation at all. It's just a unit. The number is what we want there, which is an area of 6. So that can now go on to the bottom of our pressure, force and area formula. Now we want to know what the force is. So we have to work out what number divided by 6 gives us 75. And over here on the left, we've also already solved an equation where a multiplication was involved. We now have an equation where there's a division involved. So we have to do the inverse of that. We have to multiply by 6. And we're doing this without a calculator, so we want to be very, very careful at this point so that we actually get the correct number. So some working out to the side. So 75 multiplied by 6. 5 times 6 is 30. 6 times 7 is 42, plus the 3, 45. So 450 is equal to x. X in this case was the force, so our answer would be 450. Now force, which would normally be on the dotted line for our units anyway, but force is given in newtons, and if it wasn't given, it's given in the units here for pressure. Pressure is newtons per metre squared. So we have 450, our units here would be newtons, and that is our unit of force, and there we go, 450 is our final answer, and there's some pressure, force and area, and dealing with that without a calculator. If you want all 9 questions like this in one place, then grab my REVISE9 revision grids completely free. Click the link in the description, create your free account and unlock them inside Upgrade or TGMT4T. Simply head to the REVISE9 tab, select Higher or Crossover and download them instantly.